So what's my credit score?
6,
And what do I need to get this house?
6,
Ooh.
100.
What? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well and you're ready for the weekend. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and let's get into the video. Today I just wanted to talk about a credit score. A credit score shows your credit worthiness to other lenders such as banks, mortgage lenders, and credit card companies. This is a number that can range anywhere from 300 to 850. And according to a couple sources, here are the breakdowns. From 300 to 560 is very bad. 560 to 650 is bad. 650 to 700 is fair. 700 to 750 is good. 750 to 850 is very good. Now you may be asking, TJ, if you're so against debt, why are you okay with figuring out what your credit score is? Shouldn't you just pay with everything in cash? And that's a great question. The answer is, I don't have enough money to pay with everything in cash. But what I do know is that I have a budget. And the budget tells me how much I can spend every month. And if I don't go over that amount, then I won't spend more than what I can pay for on my credit card. Let's just say hypothetically that my budget is $3,000 from groceries to gas to entertainment, and I spend $3,000 and put it all on my credit card. Well, if the budget's based off my paycheck, then I should be able to pay everything. And I should, even if it's $3,000 and I don't think I can pay that, well, I can with the money that I have from my budget. If you want to learn a little bit about budgeting, make sure to check out my previous video on budgeting. So what attributes to your credit score? Well, there's a couple things. Your payment history is 35%. Your amount owed is 30%. Your credit history is 15%. Your credit mix is 10%. And new credit is also 10%. I don't know if you know your score or not, but to me, when I got out of college, it was a great shock to me to find out that somebody who had never been in financial trouble got denied for a credit card, actually. I got denied for a credit card, the first credit card I applied for, because I didn't have any payment history, any amount owed, any credit history, and no new credit. The only credit I had was student loans, and those had just started because I had just graduated. Now, I did have a credit score because of the payment history from the little bit of student loans I had paid and the credit mix of just student loans. It wasn't until I applied at another bank for a credit card because I was told that I need a credit card to raise my credit score. Now I'd like to say that I have a fairly good credit score, and that's because I have a good payment history, paying all my bills on time and the full amount every time, and I have a good credit history or length of time having credit. My credit mix is lacking because I don't have a car loan and I don't have a mortgage, but I do have credit cards and I did have student loans. The student loans have since been paid off, so right now my only credit mix is the credit cards. So what are some things that can help your score? Well, on-time payments can help your credit score, and on-time payments really just means the minimum amount that you're owed to the credit card company. But if you do that amount, then you'll never pay off your credit card because you'll probably keep spending on that credit card and keep accruing more money and keep accruing more interest. So I would pay the entire balance on your credit card every month so that you don't carry any money over month to month. Credit usage can also affect your credit score, meaning that if you have a $10,000 credit card, but every month you only put on about $3,000 or $2,000 and have your credit usage ratio at 20 to 30%, you're doing pretty good. If that number is maxed out every month, say you have a $10,000 credit card and you're using $9,000 a month and you're at 90% credit usage, the banks are going to start to sweat a little bit because no normal person has $9,000 a month to spend on credit card debt. And the banks are all about getting their money back. They don't care how long it takes you to get it back. They just care about getting it back. Also, a long credit history helps your credit score, meaning if I opened a credit card in 2017, but I don't use it anymore because I use another credit card, let's say, I should keep that account open, maybe spend something here and there on it so that it has usage. That way I can keep that age of the credit card going, because from 2017 to now, that's 4 years. And if I add another credit card, let's say 2 years ago, well, now it's a 4-year credit card and a 2-year credit card, and they're going to take the average of the two. So I only have an average of 3 years of credit, even though I have credit for at least 4 years. And one last thing that can raise your credit score is having a good mix. This is something that the banks want that you don't necessarily want, but in a time of trying to get approved for a loan, maybe a larger loan like a mortgage, this is a good mix to have. You need to have a good mix of maybe car loans, mortgage loans, personal loans, credit cards, student loans. I wouldn't recommend getting all of these loans, but it is good to have 1 or 2 of these different kinds of credit lines. Now, there's some things that can hurt your score, like late payments, or go figure, filing bankruptcy. And as I mentioned before, a short credit history can also affect your credit score, because a short credit history takes away so much from your credit score. You don't have a payment history, you don't have good credit history, you don't have a good credit mix probably if you're in the infancy of your credit life. And the last one that I want to go over is submitting an application for a loan or a credit card or a car. When this happens, the loan company typically does a hard check on your credit score. Anytime a hard check is done on your credit score goes down, because there's got to be a reason in the mind of the credit score that your credit score is getting checked. This is also why if you're going to buy a new house, you shouldn't go buy a new car, a new couch for the house, or new anything on credit until you get approved for the mortgage, because each one of these credit checks will lower your credit score before the mortgage people can look at your score and determine what they're going to base your interest rate on. Overall, if you get a credit card right out of college or right out of high school, even if you're responsible enough, and you have good payment history and on-time payments and a good utilization ratio, your credit score is going to go up naturally. And then if you're older and you have a house or a car or something else like that, making on-time payments is really what's going to help you there, because you already have the credit mix of having different kinds of credit. So as long as you're making on-time payments and making the full payment on time, then your credit score will be okay. Now we're going to get into my M1 Finance account, which you can start with the link down below in the description. What I've been doing is I've been investing $10 a day into random stocks from the S&P 500 to show you that the S&P 500 does go up over time, and that investing in an S&P 500 index fund is the safest option for your money to grow over time. So without further ado, let's pick the random numbers and then I'll tell you what they are. First, at 448, we have TFC, or Truist Financial. Next, we have 185, or FB, Facebook. At 357, we have PKG, or Packaging Corporation of America. At 53, we have T, or AT&T. At 415, we have SLG, or SL Green Realty. At 439, we have TXN, or Texas Instruments, like the calculator. And at 418, we have LUV, or Southwest Airlines. So as you can see, I'm putting in my $70 for this week, and it will split it up $10 into each one of these stocks. Today, you can see that we're up 4.6% for the year. This is pretty good, seeing that we were expecting 4.5% for the year. But like I said before, we've got a long year ahead of us, and you can't count your chickens before they hatch. 2 weeks ago, I was down 6%, and now I'm up 4.6%. So there was a big swing recently in my account. If you want to get started investing, you can start investing with the M1 Finance or Robinhood link down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time, see you.